Okay, here we are. A little delay there. Okay, but we're back. We are making another video. We're watching another video today because we like them. There were such great reviews after the last one that I figured might as well make another one. Just had a little break in the action there. All right, so anyway, we want to graph each of these. I know these were confusing, so I wanted to go over them since they will be on your journey on Tuesday. Okay. When graphing an exponential function, all right, the first thing I want to do is think about the parent function. The parent function here, I'm again writing with my finger, so you're gonna have to bear with me, is 3 to the x. Okay. 3 to the x. Any exponential function, remember, will have this point and 1 comma whatever your base is. My base is 3. So this will be a 3. If my base was 2, this number would be 2. 4, this would be 4, and so on and so forth. So when graphing, all right, and shifting, I'm going to start with these 2 points here. Okay. In this graph, what am I going to do? This minus 2 shifts me to the right 2. This minus 4 on the outside shifts me down 4. So I'll start at 0, 1. Go right 2, 1, 2, down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a dot. Start at 1, comma 3, 1, 3, right 2, 1, 2, down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a dot. Okay. Now there's going to be an asymptote. Okay, there's going to be an asymptote. And the asymptote is found, all right, by by your downshift in an exponential function. Okay, within exponential functions, guys, I start off with this asymptote at y equals 0. So if I move it down 4, it's going to be at -4. When I have exponential functions like I do here, the vertical shift affects my asymptote. Then after that, I'm going to just connect my dots. Maybe I'll just connect them this time. Okay. And if you don't connect your dots, just make this one dot a little bit bigger, you know? Okay. Now we have to identify our key features, our domain and range, intercepts, and asymptotes. Asymptotes we just talked about. It's y equals -4, since I moved my graph down 4. All right. Sorry. So domain. Domain, remember, domain is your x. Range are your y values. Domain, I read left to right. Okay. If I plug in anything for x, am I going to get an output for my y? All right. If you see this as goes on forever, which means I can plug in any negative number. This you'll see goes on to infinity in the positive directions, which means I can plug in a number for my x here. So the domain is -infinity to infinity. Domain for exponential will always be -infinity to infinity. The range will be different. Okay, the range I read from bottom to top. All right, bottom to top. Where's my problem? I run into a problem at -4. So my lowest possible value for y is going to be -4. The highest possible value is going to be infinity because this goes off into infinity. Now, this should be a parentheses and not a bracket because I have the asymptote at -4, which means that y cannot equal -4. Okay. Intercepts, x-intercepts, y-intercepts, x and y-intercepts. All right. I just want you to focus on the x-intercepts for now. So the x-intercepts happen when this function is equal to 0. So I set 3 to the x minus 2 minus 4 equal to 0 and solve for x. Add 4 to the other side. All right. Here's an issue. This is now we have our variables in our exponent which means we're going to have to use logs. All right, we're going to have to use logs. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this from exponential form and switch it into logarithmic form. Okay, so if I take this from exponential, oh, buckets. It's a good thing that that happened. So, you know, here we go. So I want to switch this into logarithmic form. Okay, logarithmic form. Okay, well, what's the base here? The base on the left is 3. So the base of my log is 3. 3 to what power will give me 4? So the 4 goes here, and the what power, x minus 2, goes over there. All right. With some newer calculators or older calculators, how I'm going to plug this into my calculator is I'm going to do log of 4 divided by log of 3. Okay. I'm not sure if this is an older or a newer. Let me find out real quick. This is a newer, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it both ways just for fun. So I'm going to do log of 4 divided by log of 3. Enter. And I'm going to take that number and add 2 to it. So my intercept is 0, comma 3.26. Now that's really hard to write. I'm going to try to write it in pen. 3.26, comma 0. Okay, remember because I plugged in 0 for y here. I misspoke the first time. It should be 0 or 3.26, comma 0. If you have a newer calculator, I'm going to press math, go to log base, press enter, and now I can actually change the bases here. Base 3 of 4 plus 2. And I get the same thing. All right. All right, let's do the log equation here. Okay. Log equations are inverses of our exponential equation. So exponential was 0, comma 1 and 1, comma 3. Log okay, is going to be 1, comma 0 and 2, comma 1. And we had a horizontal asymptote here, which means we'll have a vertical asymptote at x equals 0 here. So these are the 3 key features. Now I want to shift based on those key features. The plus 1 means I move left 1. The plus 5 means I move up 5. So left 1, so I start at 0 or 1, comma 0, move left 1, up 5, and make a dot. Okay. Next, 2, comma 1, 2, comma 1, left 1, up 5, make a dot. All right. My vertical asymptote was at 0. Now I moved left 1, so it's at negative 1. Ooh, watch this. This is going to be sick. Boom. And negative 1. All right. Oh, buckets. This is not important, but it's important to me. So, all right, so now I want to graph here. So we're going to graph here. We're going to connect our dots. Boom. There you go. Now I can find my x-intercept. All right, to find, excuse me, let's do our domain first. Okay. Here, remember, our functions are inverses. Since the domain was negative infinity to infinity, in the log, the range will be negative infinity to infinity. Remember, inverses, all we do is flip our x and y values. Domain now, because of this vertical asymptote, is going to be negative 1 to infinity. Asymptote, just like we said, is going to be x equals negative 1. Intercepts, let's do the intercepts. Set y equal to 0 and solve for x. So subtract 5. This is a little bit easier now. It's in log form. Now I want to switch it to exponential form. So, circle of life. 2 to what power gives me x plus 1? 2 to the negative 5 gives me x plus 1. 2 to the negative 5 equals x plus 1. 2 to the negative 5 equals that. And then I'm going to subtract 1. So minus 1 equals math, enter, enter. X equals negative 31 over 32. So that would be my x-intercept. Negative 31 divided by 32 comma 0. All right, there's your short video for the day. That review packet that you all received today, okay, is going to be counted 4 points on Tuesday. I will check it. We will check it as a homework assignment on Tuesday, so it will be included in your bundle. So you better make sure that is done for class on Tuesday if you want the credit for that. All right. Adios. Have a good weekend.